5 days since Bob Rowe's passing, and while many of us you may know about his pizza and the point after, you may not have known just how generous he was in giving back to the community. Rowe created what is known as the Knothole Gang. The group was formed back in 1994 to provide kids in need the chance to see Sioux City Explorers baseball games. The X's would give out 50 home tickets to each home game they played. Kevin Pottebaum of the Boys and Girls Club of Siouxland says Rowe had an interesting way of giving away those tickets.
One of my favorite days of the year is always the Knothole Gang draft party. We get to go to Bob Rowe's. He invites all these nonprofits from town, not just youth serving organizations, but organizations, basically anybody doing good in this community, invites them to come to Bob Rowe's. They give us free pizza and wings, and we just kind of randomly draw, and you get to pick which games you want tickets for your organization.
Since the group formed back in 1994, over 70,000 X's tickets have been given away. Explorers field manager Steve Montgomery says Rowe was more than just the point after and his pizza.
There's not one thing that you would say, hey, he's known for this. He was a giver. He loved Sioux City. He loved giving back to the people who made his business successful. And if there's one thing I always said about Bob was he always had a smile.
Montgomery says Rowe's daughter Terry will keep Knothole Gang running in her father's memory. The Siouxland community will remember Bob Rowe's legacy tomorrow. His funeral will take place tomorrow at 11 a.m. His funeral will take place at St. Thomas Episcopal Church at 12th and Douglas in Morningside, with Rowe's family present an hour before the service. Following the funeral, there will be a celebration of life at Bob Rowe's Point After on Transit Avenue.